in the Gold Coast. Fiji winning on that occasion, and so we know that these images are going live through the South Pacific. A very warm bulavanaka to all of you in Fiji watching. Terrific people, and talofa lava to our Samoan friends and families. There is no love lost between these two sides when sevens is involved.
No, this is going to be some way to wrap up what's been an awesome first day of action at Hong Kong. We have the qualifiers to get us warmed up, and now we're into the main course.
Speaking of quality, Rashabenge, 143 matches. Spent some time in Samoa as well at the local tournament there. One of the favourites on the circuit is Rasta. Semi Kunatani and Pio Tuwai, two big players for Fiji, in particular the set pieces, the kick-off. Alatasi Tupou gets us underway for this match between Samoa in the blue and Fiji in their traditional white. Tuwai gets an early touch, a good loft load. Well, that's that Fiji magic. Sarevi has here honoured, has been named the best player in Hong Kong. And Coach Ben Ryan just looks on.
Yeah, not finding the man there, but straight off the bat we saw Fiji just show a bit of that sparkle, didn't we? We're going to get a whole lot more of it across the weekend.
First real opportunity here for Samoa. Alatasi Tupou, a real genuine threat playmaker. He's been out of the squad for a year, and it's great to see him back. Mature, and one of those players like Uwali Mai just calms the team down in this heated environment. Josaia skips and then gets it to Lola Louis. A lovely little pass. Here's Tupou, hitting, spinning, too short. Quickly recycled Josaia, and the counter-back comes in from the Fijians. Play on, says the ref, and then he says they lost their footing.
Seppo, oh so close, and still have a chance. Willie Lossay to strike first.
Louis pushes it wide to Bar. Bar sends it back. Lovely little step from Solia, and Anna Solia scores the first try.
At the gate, the step, he's covered 3 or 4 metres with those long pins. Solia, they had them pinned, they're on the rack, and then enormous human being just pushing off the right, sliding through. Kunatani can't finish him, and the opening try goes to Samoa.
22 years old, 104 Ks, pure Samoan muscle, and that's the brilliant start. Just what their coach, Famoana Diki Taufua, would have wanted.
Beautiful pictures coming out of Hong Kong. This city has turned it on all week, and now these men get to add to the spectacle.
The all-important restart, as in sevens. The side that scores kicks off. Tuwai takes those in his sleep. Pio Tuwai. Another infringement from Samoa means that Fiji go on the attack through Kunatani. Semi Kunatani, big and strong. Falls along for a couple of metres. The counter-back comes in from the Samoans. Vidi taps and goes, says let's get on with it. Vidi gets around Louis. Now he breaks free. Vidi, great angle. Good chase and tackle as well from Josaia. Two of the speedsters. Now Fiji with a chance. 5 short. Recycled. Tuwai. They've got numbers out wide if they want. He started it. Vidi holds up. Pops it on the inside. The last off it, and they lost it forward. Well, Wata was in if he could control it. No advantage, so we'll come back for the penalty. And let's listen in. That's where the try went missing, but they've been reduced to 6 players, Samoa.
Okay, so Fiji still with a chance.
Let's tap and go. Tuwai, Pio Tuwai, big and strong. They've got the advantage here. Louis desperately tries to hold him up. That's gone backwards. Play on, says the referee. Great defence again from Samoa. Too wide, gets it wide. Try time. No stopping Rawata that close to the line.
No way, no how. Good patient build-up from the Fijians. 7 on 6, they just sucked them in. Committed the numbers there at that maul, and then Kunatani went close. Great defence for a few moments, and then numbers too many in favour of the men in the white jerseys, Fiji.
24th try. So his favourite player was John Alomu, who's also here in Hong Kong at the moment. Came into the team and straight away they won. Great chase of tries. And that's what it's cost them. Ba'a and the sin bin. And it's cost them 7 points. All tied up here in Hong Kong. Lenisau with a high kick too wide, gets up, and that's what he's been brought back into the squad for. Big hit coming in on Kunatani. Now Samoa with possession.
Release now.
Tapili, the counter back comes in again, and now they just kick it forward. Kenny White shirts getting back. Well, Wata has it. Looks out to his left where Tuwai standing. Moving it along the chain. Remember, they've got that numerical advantage. And Fiji, and they're just throwing ball away. Scampering back is Raisuingi here on debut. And he's tricky, and he's just kicked the ball now straight to the Samoan player that was back. Alatasi Tupou, he's dropped it cold. So it looks like it could work out for the Fijians. They've got a whole line out here. Rawata gets past Louis, he'll score. Yosefo's come across, and Rawata steps. Here comes the number 2 try for Semi Kunatani. So dangerous for Fiji when they get half a chance. Brilliant support. Kunatani gets the second.
Well, that man on screen is one of the form players in the HSBC Sevens World Series. Great lead-up work here. They punished Samoa, who turned over cheap ball, and then when Kunatani and co get in motion up the middle of the park in Hong Kong, well, you are in all sorts of trouble.
They are the razzle-dazzle. They're the Harlem Globetrotters of sevens. That's Fiji. High risk, high reward. And we know they love this game. It's the national game, is sevens.
Yeah, we've got to hurry up now. We've got to hurry up.
Fiji, Samoa rather, returned to 7 players, so that cost them 14 points. As Kalenisau goes high. This time he's asking Kunatani to go up and challenge. He hasn't gone the 10 metres, but Samoa have played it, so will play on. And the kick from Ba'a stays in play. It's dangerous. A little bit of soccer skills there, and he kicks it out. Time for the lineouts. Fijians got off to a flying start at Gold Coast, defeating Samoa. They went to a 26-0 lead, and they just won that game on the Gold Coast by 26-24.
It was an epic, that one.
They go high and successful with the set piece. Kalenisau gets it straight out into the hands of Vidi. Beautiful step of Vidi. 88 tries to his name. Vidi is this try number 89. Player on the inside, looks, delivers. Look at the style and the grace here. And the offload to the new man on debut, Josaia Raisungi from the Tukatoka Westfield. 20-year-old runs all the way. Vidi could have got there. And this is Fiji at their best.
Just spreading the love, aren't they? Well, what can you say? It was just cruise control situation. Who wants a 5-pointer? You know what? I'll take it. Super stuff from Fiji.
Half-time here at the Sokoh Post Stadium, Fiji leading Samoa by 21 points to 7.
Oh, it'll take me days to fetch that.
It's Easter on Sky Movies, and we bring to you over 1,000 great movies, from the classics to the new. So if you're one of the team, or the leader in command, we've got so much to choose from, and it's all on demand. Because if you're looking to snuggle, dance, or rejoice, with over 1,000 great movies, we'll leave you spoilt for choice.
If they had a ball each, they wouldn't have to share.
Remember our ABCs, eh? What are they? Accuracy, bravery, control. So this second half is all about that, eh? Boys want to come off the bench, but you guys need to do the job first, and it's only 2 scores, they're in there. So we need to make sure now you put some energy into this second half, okay?
The words from Ben Ryan. My apologies to the Tuwai family. Of course, it was Jerry Tuwai who scored that last try for Fiji. Made such an impression when he came into the side, Jerry Tuwai. He made the dream team as well on the Gold Coast, alongside Kolini Sau and Kunatani. Sean Maloney, can Samoa stage a comeback like they did on the Gold Coast?
Well, defence is going to have to improve. They have missed 6 tackles to Fiji's 1, and they've been made to pay on each of those occasions. So a bit of work to do to shore that up. They get on a roll, they get a bit of momentum, Willie, and they can strike fast and they can strike hard.
We're underway in the second half and not going the required 10 metres. Samoa on this occasion just let it play out. So they get the penalty. And the restart. Mialoi. Killer Mialoi. There's the set piece. A little bit of footwork and tries to beat the defender and then just throws it out the back. Tupou couldn't control it. He's knocked it forward. And that's a sloppy way to start the second half.
It's a scratchy way to kick things off, Coach. To Phil won't be too impressed with that from his men.
There he is, the playmaker, little Jerry Tuwai. Scored that last try for Fiji. Clears it from the base. They've got an advantage. Players are up offside, and so Kolini gets it out to Vidi Vidi. Tries to get on the outside, and now he paces away. Vidi Vidi. Josaia with the tackle again. Kolini looking for some space down that side, and then opts to just hold the ball up. Gives it to Rawatha. And now Vidi Vidi clears Tuwai to Kotom Biao. Finally they get it wide to Tuwai. Pure Tuwai, big and strong. There's Tuwai. Attracts plenty of attention from the Samoans. Ball now comes back. Kotom Biao. One way and then the other. Breaks the tackle, and now he's got someone out wide, and that somebody is Vidi Vidi. Passed it on to Rawatha. Rawatha steps, one to beat, out the back door. Vidi Vidi's in. Try number 89 in his career.
Some kind of magic to wrap that one up, put it down to the work curve. Tony Bao, who just slid across the park, freed up the runners on the outside. The footwork came, and then out of the back of the hand, all too easy.
Razzle-dazzle from Fiji in their first match here on day 1, the 40th anniversary of the HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. Was a policeman in Nandi, now a professional player at Montpellier. Of course, the grandson of 1970s international. Exactly the same name, Samasoni Vidi Vidi. Can Samoa reply in the best possible way. They're not going to do it when they can't get their hands on the ball. Domalai's come on, and immediately the impact. Kunatani has a player on the outside, draws in the two defenders, gets inside the 22 and then pops it up. It's one of the Samoan players.
Release now.
Coming back was Tapili. Now it comes out loose, and Lea Lofui, who's just come off the bench, now has possession. Tupou, Alatasi Tupou holds the ball up and then delivers it to Mialoi. It looks like it's gone backwards. Lea Lofui again getting his hands on the ball, but they haven't gone any momentum. They're not going forward, other Samoans. And finally, get out of my way, says Tapili, and the offload there. This is the best passage of play by Samoa, showing some good patience. Now they've got some players out to the right, and that's where the ball needs to go. The pass needs to be accurate. Big skip pass here out to Tupou. As Sili up to his right if required, and now he offloads. Here goes Sili. Vidi or chase. But Sili's got the angle, he's got the power, and he's got the try.
Well, it looks scratchy at the back end, but hey, no room for diagrams on the scoreboard. 5 for the big man down the right touchline. The cover defence, the tackle came in, and try time.
No problem at all. First try, Tupou now with all-important conversion from out wide. Approaching the last 2 minutes of the game, Fiji leading Samoa 26-12. Fiji currently sitting third on the World Series standing. Just a couple behind New Zealand. They've certainly been consistent this year, Fiji. Love this stadium, and they love Hong Kong. Counter-ruck goes in, thrown forward, and so this is the new man in the team. Raisungi, Tupou to beat. Raisungi here on debut. That's a lovely play from the young 20-year-old. What a try!
Outstanding from the debutant. Did it all himself and then put the polish on at the back end. Great pace, great footwork, and the finish is one for the folks back home.
Carver will be flowing in the villages. Scratchy start. Fiji have certainly brought their A game early on day one. And the confidence of the young man, a young 20-year-old. Hard to believe that you can just find them like that. Now Volvo looks to add the extras, and he has. Well, Sean, this is the final game of day one. Who's impressed you so far? Who have been the standouts?
Well, obviously, the men in the white jerseys right here, right now, and the big names have all hit the ground running in Hong Kong.
Sally takes the ball in for Samoa. It looks like it's accidental, and so we'll go to a set piece of the scrum. Yeah, Fiji look good, don't they? So Australia looked a lot better in the second half.
Had some nice touches. Shannon Walker made a nice return to the fold for the Australians. So, gee, everyone's in town and they want the big prize.
South Africa as well, a good victory against Argentina, New Zealand, and against Scotland. Well, nothing required here from Fiji. Save some petrol for tomorrow. And they'll tap and go. Volvo. They want more points. They tap here. Here he is. He's got those dancing feet. The lovely offload. And Fiji finish in style. That's his second. What a moment for Fiji, and that man in particular just arrived in Hong Kong on on debut, and he scores 2 in his first game.
Hey, no problem. Right place, right time. The build-up, the lead-up, terrific. Delay the pass there for the youngster who is having a party in honkers.
Sungi was a second. A lot of lead-up work there. A lovely little offload, and he was there to collect the rewards. Fiji sending a message, and they want the cup back in Hong Kong. Rauvovo to take it to 40, and unsuccessful. Full time here, 6 tries to 2, and Fiji get the job done. At the 40th anniversary of the Hong Kong Sevens, they have beaten Samoa by 38 points to 12.
Enjoy Sky Sports Live on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand. Life insurance.